Hi everyone, I'm Bubbles from Susan's family. Today, I'll show you a cute cone-shaped egg bag, the Jair style. This product consists of two parts. Start by crocheting the lower part first. Once it's completed, move on to the upper part. Let's begin with learning how to crochet the lower section. It includes the cone base, the net pouch, the drawstring, and the lace trim. Most of this product is presented in the form of a chart. Next, I'll first teach you how to understand the chart. In the table, R plus number represents the round number. H plus number represents the row number. Stitch instructions column indicates the stitch techniques needed when crocheting a particular round, as well as the increase or decrease in stitches. The total stitches column shows all the stitches used in that particular round, the total number of stitches after completing all the crocheting. Let's start by learning how to crochet the cone shape. Use the magic ring technique to begin. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise from the starting chain. The stitch techniques used include X single crochet. Now, let's show. Take out the corresponding color yarn. For convenience in watching, I will demonstrate using yarn in a different color. For specific yarn and color schemes, as well as the hook size, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Then crochet the first round. Make one beginning chain. Crochet 4 single crochets into the large space of the magic ring. You can mark the first stitch if you like. If you can find the position of the first stitch, you don't have to mark it. Use a stitch marker if you have one to mark it. If you don't, you can use a safety pin or a paperclip instead. This won't be repeated later on. After crocheting, close the loop. Then join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, which is the stitch that you marked. Pull tight. This completes the first round. Now let's move on to the second round. Make one beginning chain. First, make a 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Crochet it in the same position as the slip stitch. While crocheting, weave in the yarn tail. Then continue with 2 single crochets into the same sticks, along the stitches from the previous round. Work this round completely. After finishing, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Pull tight. The side with the starting chain yarn tail is the wrong side. The other side is the right side. You can also mark the right side if you prefer. For all subsequent crocheting, keep the right side facing out. This completes the second round. Now let's move on to the third round. Make one beginning chain. Next, crochet the stitches in the parentheses. Parentheses indicate a group. Times a number indicates the number of times to repeat the pattern. Start with the first group. Crochet 1 single crochet. Then make 2 single crochets into the same stitch. This completes one group in the parentheses. Continue crocheting according to the group pattern. Work this round completely. Finish with a slip stitch. Tighten the yarn. This completes the third round. Now follow the chart and continue crocheting all the way to the sixth round. Later, you will encounter rounds where the stitches are worked evenly. This means one stitch corresponds to one stitch. The number of stitches after completing this round will be the same as the previous round. Please complete it on your own below. After finishing, start crocheting the seventh round. Here, I'll demonstrate using the original yarn. Moving forward, you need to refer to the stitch pattern chart while watching. Start with one beginning chain. Crochet 3 single crochets first. Then work one front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. First, pick the first single crochet from the fifth round. Work an incomplete front post double crochet. Insert the hook from right to left on the front side. Insert it into this single crochet stitch. Then pull the yarn through. Slightly enlarge the loop. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. That's how you complete one incomplete front post double crochet. Next, continue on the fifth round. Skip 2 stitches. Pay attention. Here is a 2 single crochets into the same stitch. That means these 2 stitches. Then work another incomplete front post double crochet. Yarn over and draw through all loops once. This completes the decrease with a front post double crochet. Next, skip 1 single crochet. Then crochet 3 single crochets. After completing them, work another decrease with a front post double crochet. First, at the same insertion point as the second incomplete stitch of the previous front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. Work an incomplete stitch. Then skip 2 stitches. Work one more. Yarn over and draw through all loops once. This completes another front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. Now everyone continue following this method. Refer to the pattern. Work this round completely. Finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. This completes the 7th round. Next, we will crochet the 8th round. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 2 single crochets into the same stitch for an increase. Then work 4 single crochets. Work another 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Continue to refer to the pattern. Work this round completely. Finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. This completes the 8th round. Next, we will crochet the 9th round. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 2 single crochets first. Then work 1 front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. First, on the last front post double crochet, 2 stitches together of the 7th round. Work an incomplete double crochet, insert the hook and work the entire stitch pattern. Next, on the second front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. Work another incomplete double crochet. Then yarn over and draw through all loops. After finishing, skip 1 stitch. Work 1-2 single crochets into the same stitch. Then work 2 more single crochets. Next, work one more front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. Pay attention and refer to the pattern for inserting the hook. Finish by working this round completely. When crocheting later, be mindful of the positions for some 2 single crochets into the same stitch. You need to work one of the stitches as a corresponding front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. That is, after completing the front post double crochet, 2 stitches together. There's no need to skip any stitches. Finish this round all the way down. After finishing, join with a slip stitch and tighten. This completes the 9th round. Next, everyone refer to the pattern chart. Work the 10th round evenly without increasing or decreasing. After completing it, move on to crochet the 11th round. Make one beginning chain. Start by crocheting 2 single crochets in sequence. Then work a front post double crochet. Pick up from the corresponding front post double crochet, 2 stitches together of the 9th round. Begin by picking this stitch and working an incomplete stitch. Then yarn over and draw through all loops. This completes one front post double crochet. Next, work 2 more single crochets. Pay attention, there's no skipped stitches here. Then continue by picking up the same position as the last front post double crochet. Work another front post double crochet. Continue to refer to the chart and finish this round completely. After finishing, join with a slip stitch. Pull tight. This completes the 11th round. Next, let's work on the 12th round. First, take a look. One stitch has these 2 loops. The loop closer to you is the front loop. The one farther away is the back loop. For this round, we will be working in the front loops only. Start with one beginning chain. Then work one single crochet into the front loop. Next, work 1-2 single crochets into the same stitch into the front loop. Continue to work this round completely. After finishing, slip stitch normally into the next stitch. Tighten the yarn. This completes the 12th round. Next, let's work on the 13th round. Start with 1 beginning chain. For this round, you need to turn the piece before crocheting. Turn the fabric piece. Make sure the wrong side is facing you. Begin by working a slip stitch along the stitches. Pay attention. The slip stitch here forms an oval shape. This means it should not be pulled too tight. After turning the work, the stitch will be in the top left position. Continue to work this round completely. Note, there is one more stitch, so don't miss it. After finishing, slip stitch into the braid of the first slip stitch. Tighten the yarn. This completes the 13th round. Next, we will work on the 14th round. Make 1 beginning chain. This round also requires turning the piece. Ensure the right side of the fabric is facing you. Let's take a look. The braid closest to you belongs to the 12th round stitches. The braid farthest from you is from the slip stitch of the 13th round. Follow along the braid of the slip stitch. Work 1 single crochet into each stitch. Work this round completely. Finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. This completes the 14th round. Leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side. That concludes the tutorial for the cone up to this point. Next, let's learn how to crochet the net bag. Continue crocheting upwards along the cone in a corresponding circle. The new stitch technique used here is double crochet. Now, let's show. Take the corresponding color of yarn. Let's take a look first. Behind the 12th round of single crochets, there are horizontal lines like this. Pick any stitch from the 12th round to attach the yarn. Pay attention. Do not pick up the remaining half stitch from the 11th round. Then work 6 chain stitches. Then skip 4 stitches. Continue to pick up a line from the back. Work 1 slip stitch. Then work 6 chain stitches. Then skip 4 stitches again. Work 1 slip stitch. Continue with this method to complete this round. After finishing the last 3 chain stitches, work 1 double crochet at the joining position to connect. This completes the first round. Now let's move on to the second round. Start with 6 chain stitches. In this round, work slip stitches into the chain spaces from the previous round. Work 6 chain stitches in between. Continue until the round is completed. After finishing the last 3 chain stitches on the previous round, work 1 double crochet on the connecting double crochet stitch. This completes the second round. Next, everyone continue to follow the chart. Crochet the last 2 rounds as well. The crochet method is identical to the second round. After completing, leave a yarn tail, fasten off, and weave in the ends. That concludes the tutorial for the net bag. Now let's crochet the drawstring. Take out the same yarn used for the net bag. Crochet a chain braid of the corresponding length. Refer to the chart for the exact length. My sample is shorter. After crocheting, leave a yarn tail of about 10 centimeters and fasten off. Next, thread the drawstring through each chain space of the circle in sequence. Then pass it through the chain spaces of the last round of the net bag one by one. Finally, thread the yarn tail onto a darning needle. Connect the beginning and ending of the chain braid. Securely join the head and tail together. Lastly, hide the yarn tail. Make sure to also hide the other yarn tail. That concludes the tutorial for the drawstring. Next, let's learn how to crochet the lace trim. We will also use the magic ring method. Crochet along the ring that you cast on. The new stitches used include half double crochet 3 stitches into the same stitch, half double crochet 4 stitches into the same stitch, and double crochet 4 stitches into the same stitch. Now, let's show. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Then crochet the first round. Make 1 beginning chain. Then crochet 4 single crochets into the large space. You can also mark it if you like, but I won't mark it here. After finishing, close the loop. Then slip stitch and pull tight. That's how you complete the first round. Next, refer to the pattern and finish the second round. The working method is identical to the second round of the cone. After completing, move on to work row 3. Make 1 beginning chain, then refer to the pattern for the stitch techniques and crochet. After finishing, no need to slip stitch. That completes row 3. Next, let's work on row 4. Make 1 beginning chain, turn your work. Then refer to the pattern for the stitch techniques and crochet. After completing, row 4 is also done. Next, everyone continues to refer to the pattern. Keep crocheting all the way down to row 7. After finishing, start crocheting round 8. First, move the yarn to the third last stitch of row 7. Pull up the loop to enlarge it. Then pass through the working yarn or fabric through this loop. Tighten. Then in the corresponding next stitch, draw the yarn through. The carrying yarn technique is done. Next, work 1/2 double crochet 4 stitches into the last stitch. That means you'll make 4 half double crochets in the same position. After completing the half double crochet 4 stitches into the same stitch is finished. Then move on to crochet along the edge. Here you can pick up 1-2 strands of yarn from the side to crochet. Or you can pick up stitches to crochet. Start with 1 slip stitch. Then work 1/2 double crochet 3 stitches into the same stitch. That means you'll make 3 half double crochets in the same position. After completing, work 3 slip stitches in sequence. Then crochet along the other side after finishing. Start with double crochet 4 stitches into the same stitch. That means you'll make 4 double crochets in the same position. Continue crocheting along the edge after completing. When you reach the position of the last row, continue crocheting along the last row. After completing the last slip stitch, leave a yarn tail of about 10 centimeters and break the yarn. Join with the starting stitch to close the round. Consider the right side of this round as the right side of the fabric. Finally, hide the yarn tail on the wrong side. That concludes the instructions for the 8th round. That completes the explanation of crocheting the lace trim. Next, attach the lace trim to the starting position of the donut. Here, I'll demonstrate the positioning using a small sample. Make sure the right side of the fabric faces out. Align the starting position of the lace trim with the starting position of the donut. Approximately align the beginning of the motif with the beginning of the donut. Then roll it up, left side on top, right side on bottom. Now, let's show. Here, use a glue stick with a straight needle to secure it. If you have a hot glue gun at home, insert the glue stick into the glue gun and preheat before using. If you don't have one, you can burn the end of the glue stick with the inner flame of a lighter to secure it. You can start by securing the beginning position. Then gradually secure it. Pay attention. Where it's wrapped, the right side should be on the bottom. At the lace position, you can all apply a little based on your preference. Dot some glue and slightly secure it. After securing, the lace border is finished. Up to this point, the lower part has also been explained. Next, let's learn how to make the upper part. It consists of the cover, facial features, and hair. Let's first learn how to crochet the cover. It is made up of section 1, section 2, section 3, and decorative strands. Start by crocheting section 1, then crochet section 2 and section 3 along section 1. After completion, embroider the decorative strands. Section 1 uses the chain ring method. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise from the starting point. The new stitch technique used is the invisible single crochet 2 stitches together. Now, let's show. First, crochet the corresponding number of chain stitches. Then connect with the first chain stitch. Pick up the back loop and join with a slip stitch. This completes the starting chain. Next, we'll crochet the first round. Make 1 beginning chain, then work 12 single crochets into the large space of the starting ring. While crocheting, make sure to weave in the yarn tail. If you can't find the stitch easily, you can mark it for reference. After completing, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, pull tight. This completes the first round. Now, continue following the chart. Keep crocheting all the way to the end of the 8th round. After completing, move on to the 9th round. Start with 5 single crochets. Then work 1 invisible single crochet 2 stitches together. Pick up the front loops of the previous 2 single crochets on the left side, and insert your hook sequentially. Now there are 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull through. This completes 1 invisible single crochet 2 stitches together. Use this method for crocheting. The gaps between stitches will be smaller. Next, continue to refer to the pattern. Work this round completely. Finish with a slip stitch. Pull tight. That completes the 9th round. After finishing, complete the final round as well. Don't cut the yarn after completing. Enlarge the loop. Or place a marker on the loop. That concludes section 1. Now let's move on to crocheting in section 2. Start with the first round. You'll need to join a new yarn to work this round. Refer to the chart. Crochet this round through the adjacent single loops of round 12 and round 13. Since the yarn has special properties, I'll demonstrate using cotton yarn here. The braid closest to you is the chain from the slip stitch. The braid further away from you is the stitch from the 9th round. This round involves picking up the half loops that are close to both the slip stitch and the stitches. When you're crocheting, if you have trouble finding the right position, you can pick one strand from the slip stitch and another strand from the back. Just roughly pick 2 strands to crochet. Insert your hook through these 2 strands at the same time. Pay attention, the first stitch of the 9th round is a bit small. Make sure not to skip it. Make 1 beginning chain, then pick up the corresponding half loops to crochet. After crocheting, slip stitch. Pull tight. That's how you complete the first round. Next, continue following the form. Crochet the remaining rounds of section 2. After finishing, leave a bit of tail and fasten off yarn, then weave in the end. That concludes section 2. Now let's learn how to crochet section 3. Continue crocheting with the yarn tail from section 1. The new stitches used here include E treble crochet, T half double crochet, and F double crochet. Now, let's show. Continue crocheting using the loops from section 1. Pay attention. I'll continue demonstrating with a small sample. This round involves picking up the remaining half loops from the last round of section 1. Make 1 beginning chain. Then turn the work over. Crochet the stitches inside the curly brackets. Curly brackets indicate a large sequence group. Let's start with the first group. Work a single crochet first. Pick up the half loop of the last stitch from the previous round. Then crochet the stitches inside the square brackets. Square brackets mean to work stitches into the same position. Work 1 double crochet first. Then work 1 treble crochet in the same stitch. Yarn over twice. Insert. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over again. Draw the yarn through the first 2 loops. Repeat this 3 times. That completes 1 treble crochet. Work another treble crochet in the next stitch. Then crochet the stitches inside the square brackets in the adjacent stitch. After completing them, work 1 single crochet sequentially. Work 1 slip stitch. Then crochet 6 chain stitches. Next, dowel 3, which means start at the 3rd chain from the hook. Pick up the back loop of the chain, or the back ridge of the chain stitch. This will create 1 strand. First, work 4 double crochets in sequence. Then continue working along section 1. K stands for skipping a stitch. The number that follows indicates how many stitches to skip. Here, skip 2 stitches, then start from the adjacent stitch, and follow the stitch pattern in the chart. After completing it, one large sequence is done. Next, work another group. After finishing it, join with the starting single crochet slip stitch. Pull tight. Leave a yarn tail. Hide the yarn tail on the right side of this round. Finally, you can use a glue stick to secure section 3 and section 2 together. Next, finish it on your own. That concludes section 3. Lastly, on the right side of section 2, randomly embroider small line segments with the corresponding color yarn. Now, let's show. Cut about 50 centimeters of the corresponding color yarn. Thread the needle. First, secure it on the wrong side. Then, pull out the needle. Embroider randomly. Next, continue embroidering according to your preference. After finishing the embroidery, hide the yarn tail on the wrong side. That concludes the decoration. Up to this point, the cover is finished. Next, let's learn how to make the facial features. Starting with the mouth, the eyes, eyebrows, and ears make up the features. Let's start with the mouth. In section 1, between the second to last and third to last rounds, embroider one horizontal line. It should be about 2 stitches long. Align it roughly with the dent in section 3 below. I'll now demonstrate the technique for embroidering. Cut about 10 centimeters of the corresponding color yarn. Take one strand from it. Thread the needle. Secure it first inside the cover. Then stitch out at the corresponding position to embroider. Then insert the needle slightly above. Curve it slightly. Next, dab a little glue on the sewing needle. Secure it well. Finally, hide the yarn tail. That's how you embroider the mouth. Now let's make the eyes. The eyes are cut from non-woven fabric. First, everyone follow the paper pattern. Cut out the eyes, then glue them 2 rounds above the mouth. Leave an interval of about 3 stitches between the eyes. Pay attention when gluing, the slightly pointed part should face outward. Below, everyone follows the same method, cuts and glues the other eye as well. That's how the eyes are completed. Next, embroider eyebrows in a circle above the eyes. Embroider an angled line segment for each eyebrow. It's about 1 stitch long. Below, everyone refers to the finished product and embroiders it on your own. That concludes the eyebrows. Up to this point, we've covered all the facial features. Next, let's learn how to crochet the ears. There are 2 identical ones. Both use the magic ring method. Crochet along the starting ring. Everyone should first refer to the expression and crochet it accordingly. After crocheting, sew it onto the cover at the 2nd to 4th last rounds, about 3 stitches away from the eyes. Below, I'll demonstrate the sewing method. Take the reserved yarn tail, thread it through the darning needle, and then sew at the corresponding position. When sewing, make sure the right side is facing forward. After sewing, weave in the ends inside the cover. Also hide the other yarn tail inside the cover. This completes one ear. At the symmetrical position, sew the other ear as well. That concludes the ears. Next, let's learn how to make the hair. It consists of the scalp, hair braid, hair bun, and bangs. Start by crocheting the scalp. Use the chain ring method to begin. Follow the magic ring, form a loop. The new stitch technique used is 3 single crochets into the same stitch. Now, let's show. Everyone refer to the form first. Crochet from the starting chain to row 3. Pay attention. Leave the last stitches of row 3 unworked. After completing it, start crocheting row 4. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn your work. Then crochet according to the stitch pattern in the table. After completing it, row 4 is done. Next, everyone follow the table and keep crocheting all the way down to row 8. After finishing, start crocheting row 9. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn your work. Start with 1 single crochet 2 stitches together. Here you can use a regular single crochet 2 stitches together. First, work 2 stitches on the left side. Crochet 1 incomplete single crochet in each of them. Then yarn over and draw through all loops once. That completes 1 regular single crochet 2 stitches together. Continue to finish the rest of the row. After finishing, row 9 is complete. Next, let's start crocheting round 10. Make 1 beginning chain. Turn your work. Start by crocheting the corresponding number of single crochets. Next, make 3 single crochets into the same stitch. That means crocheting 3 single crochets in the same place. After finishing, crochet 7 single crochets along the edge. Then work 3 slip stitches. Crochet these last 3 stitches into the remaining stitches of round 2. After completing, continue crocheting along the other side. Finally, in the same insertion point as the first single crochet, make 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Then join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, pull tight. This completes the 10th round. The scalp is now crocheted. Next, we will crochet the hair strands and tails. Start by making 4 chain stitches. Then, from the second chain from the hook, make 1 slip stitch. Follow with 2 single crochets. Consider this as the first hair strand. Next, make 1 slip stitch in the second stitch of the scalp. Pay attention to picking the back loop only while crocheting. Then, make 4 chain stitches. Next, from the second to last stitch, make 1 slip stitch. Follow with 2 single crochets. Consider this as the second hair strand. Repeat this process. Crochet another 1. Begin by making 1 slip stitch in the adjacent stitch. Chain 4. Start crocheting from the second to last stitch. After completing it, next is K, which means skipping a stitch. The number that follows indicates how many stitches to skip. If there's no number, it defaults to skipping 1 stitch. Skip 1 stitch here. Continue repeating the crochet for 3 strands of hair. After completing them, skip another stitch. Then repeat crocheting 3 more strands of hair. After finishing, take a look. The hair strands are mostly 1 stitch per scalp position. Pick the back loop and crochet a slip stitch. Then work chain stitches and continue crocheting along the chains. Some positions require skipping stitches on the scalp. Next, everyone continues to refer to the pattern to complete all the hair strands. After completing the last slip stitch, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. On the right side of the scalp at round 10, use this side as the right side of the fabric piece. Hide all yarn tails on the wrong side. This completes the hair strands and ends. Next, we will crochet the bangs. Join the yarn on the right side of the 3 slip stitches in round 10, that is, at the first slip stitch. Then chain 6. From there, crochet the corresponding stitch pattern, starting from the second to last stitch. After finishing, make one more slip stitch at the joining position. Then turn your work. Start with 2 slip stitches. Then make 1 single crochet. Follow with 1 single crochet 2 stitches together. Then crochet 1 chain stitch. Turn your work. Crochet 2 single crochets. Then 2 slip stitches. This completes the stitch pattern in the square brackets. Continue following the chart to finish the remaining part of the bangs. After completing, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Weave in the yarn tails on the wrong side. This completes the bangs. Next, we'll crochet the scalp braid. Start at round 10. Join the yarn at the 15th stitch. And work back towards the starting position. Roughly follow each row with slip stitches. Once done, continue along the first round with slip stitches. After completing, leave a little tail. Thread the tail to the wrong side and weave it in. If there's still extra, starting yarn tail, weave that in as well. Next, use the starting point of the scalp as the center position. Then crochet chain and slip stitches on both sides. The number of chains is not fixed. For the slip stitch positions, they are roughly at rows 3-5 of the scalp. You can make some temporary marks first. Then start crocheting by joining the yarn at one corner stitch. You can watch a demonstration first, then continue crocheting. Start with chain stitches. Crochet slip stitches at the approximate positions. If the distance between them has too many chain stitches, or too few, you can undo a few stitches, or add a few more. Then crochet the corresponding number of chains again. Go back. Crochet a slip stitch next to where you joined the yarn. Then crochet the corresponding number of chain stitches. Slip stitch at the approximate position of rows 3-5. Continue with chain stitches. Go back. Crochet 1 slip stitch in the adjacent stitch. Continue crocheting chain stitches. Go back and crochet a slip stitch. Let's take a look. This is roughly around rows 3-5. Slip stitch on the remaining half loops of round 10. Crochet the corresponding number of chain stitches in between. Continue to finish crocheting the remaining half loops of round 10. If you want more elasticity, you can also crochet a slip stitch in the same position. Conversely, if you want less elasticity, skip a stitch and slip stitch. Later, you can slip stitch closer to the previous slip stitches. After finishing crocheting the remaining half loops on this side, follow the braid formed by the slip stitches, and crochet along the half loops on this side. Then continue along the first round. Crochet at the position of the slip stitch. Here, pick up the entire braid. Crochet a slip stitch. If there's too much elasticity here, and it's too tight, you can skip one stitch appropriately. After finishing, continue picking up the edge stitches. Keep crocheting slip stitches and chain stitches. Finish crocheting the remaining areas. Here, also pick up half loops on the edge to crochet. After completing all the crocheting, leave a bit of tail and fasten off the yarn. Weave in all ends to the wrong side and hide them. Then, follow the same method to crochet the other half of the scalp elastic. Start by joining the yarn at the corner position, then follow the remaining front loops from round 10 and slip stitches. Also crochet the half stitches along the edge. From here, you can finish the rest on your own. That concludes the tutorial for the scalp elastic. Next, let's crochet the hair bun. There are two identical 1s. Both use the magic ring technique to start. Crochet continuously along the starting chain. First, refer to the chart and crochet it properly. After finishing, sew them respectively to the approximate middle of the scalp elastic, where you crocheted the slip stitches. Now, let's sew. Thread the reserved yarn tail into a darning needle. Then sew at the corresponding position. Sew along the last round to attach it to the scalp elastic. After sewing, hide the ends on the wrong side. That's how you finish sewing one hair bun. Use the same method to sew the other hair bun as well. Then cut a piece of corresponding color yarn about 20 centimeters long. Wrap it twice around the hair bun. Then tie a simple knot. The knot should be on both sides. Finally, trim the length according to your preference. Then follow the same method. Tie a string on the other hair bun as well. That's how you finish the hair buns. Finally, secure the hair to section 1 of the cover. The starting point should correspond. The bangs should roughly align with the 6th round from the end. The back elastic is roughly above section 3. The 2 hair buns are on both sides. If you have pins, you can use them to temporarily secure everything in place. Then use the glue stick with a straight needle to attach. Now, let's show. Here, I've already temporarily secured it. First, fix the top of the head with the glue stick. Then secure the bangs. After that, proceed to fix everything at the back. Pay attention, everything should be secured behind the ears. Below, everyone follow this method. Secure the scalp well. Note that the end of the hair strand does not need to be fixed. That concludes the hair part. Finally, according to your preference, you can apply blush below the eyes on both sides, in the middle, and at the ear positions. Then assemble the upper and lower parts together. Pull the drawstring from the bottom part through the chain space of the starting round of the upper part. That concludes this egg bag. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website, Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.